You're now witnessing the 24th live coverage on the In This Corner podcast. You already know who it is. It's your host, the legend Todd Finney himself. Y'all know what the slogan is, no BS boxing. As usual, I got my boxing nephew and co-host rocking with me, Chris G. What's good?
I'm just happy to be here, man, to talk this boxing.
Facts. Tonight we are covering Carlos Bronco Adames versus Julian J. Rock Williams. This fight is in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Is it the Armory Arena?
Yep, it's at the Armory.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
That's where David Morrell Jr. usually fights.
yep. Facts. That's where Morrell always fight.
So we're 30 seconds into the first round,
Yeah.
or I am at least.
All right, so you're a little ahead of me. Let me run through these comments. William Bond in the building says, I might fall asleep tonight, Todd, but here is still a good show, man. I ain't missing so many fights. It's terrible. Man, we all busy, we all got different schedules, we all work hard. So man, I understand. I'm just looking for a good fight. Last weekend I covered Regis Prograis versus Zarel, and that was a boring fight, man.
That actually got the record of the least landed punches in a 12-round fight.
Mm-hmm. Ron Haney in the building tuned in with us. He said they are about to go live. Appreciate my guy Ron rocking with us. So y'all give me y'all's predictions, man. Is this going to be a stoppage for the Bronco, or is J Rock going to take him in the deep waters and beat him by decision? Drop your predictions in the comments. So, how far are you in the round one, Chris?
1 minute 24 seconds left.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you ahead of me then.
Williams is moving around a lot.
Okay. I told you he has to be on this A game, man.
Yeah, but that's the smart approach.
Yeah. Yep. Facts. He don't want to trade and get clipped, and then the fight's over early. So he has to be smart for the whole 12 rounds. He said Birdman is in his corner, so.
Oh, big shot by Adames to the body. And then Adames countered him after that body shot. Here's the thing: Williams hasn't looked like he has the best stamina as of late. So him moving around a lot, he could waste a lot of energy. If you can keep this up for 12 rounds, then it'll be good.
Yeah, he has to. To me, he has to do that for 12 rounds. If he can hurt Adames and make Adames, back up, then I would take it to him. But at the same time, man, he has to be careful of that power, since he's chinny. So you give round one to Adames?
I think that was probably an Adames round. It was competitive.
Yeah, J-Rock threw a nice shot to the body, for what I seen. He is keeping his distance, so.
Oh, he did fight Derevyanchenko, didn't he?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, the body shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. he's definitely doing a lot of moving. So
Adamas is throwing everything as hard as he can.
yeah. Let me get these comments. Ryan Haney says I have Adamas winning this one. I think most people do have Adamas winning, but like I said, I hope J Rock can pull it off, man. You know, I met J Rock two times in person, seen him 3 times in person. So, you know, met him in DC, met him in Baltimore, also met and seen him in New Jersey. So, you know, I've been in the building with J Rock 3 times. So, you know, I'm rooting from J Rock, but you know, I think I'm going for Adamas though.
I guess I'm rooting for J Rock, but I feel like Adamas is gonna win the fight.
Yeah, same here. And he's like, of course, he got Bread Man. You know, Bread Man's one hell of a trainer. You know, Bread Man throwing awesome things. You know, with Cated Plant. So,
oh,
what you see?
Williams got hurt.
Are you serious?
A little bit, but and then he's fighting well. He's fighting well.
Okay, all right, good to hear. Good to hear.
And he tried to hold Adamas, and Adamas didn't let him.
Gotcha.
That was a nice little counter from Williams.
I would say Hurd is bigger than Adamas. And, you know, look what he did to Hurd. You know, he put Hurd down.
Nice counter from Williams. Sorry.
All right. All right. So it sounds like you're doing good in this round then.
Bro, Williams' inside game is nasty.
Facts. Hey man, like you said, man, hope he don't do like J Rock like he did Montio. You know, J Rock might not fly around the ring, man. He might fly out the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. he sent Montiel into orbit, dude.
Facts, man. You know, he might knock him out of space, man.
Nice high guard from Williams, but he shouldn't be taking punches like that.
Yeah, I see what you said. You said he was trying to hold, but yeah, Adamas wasn't letting him. Like you said, he was. You know, he got himself out of it. He's boxing smart.
J-Rock tried to clinch, but he messed up on the clinch. Okay, Williams, he's got it. He's not. He doesn't look like he's a finished fighter here.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's good to see him go from, you know, YouTube prelims to back main eventing, because you know that was just bad to see him, you know, go from, you know, unified champion to fighting on YouTube prelims.
Yeah.
That was just bad to see that, but so I'm happy that, you know, he's back main event.
Oh dang, Williams is doing good, man.
All right, that's what I want to hear. Just can he do it for 12 rounds?
That's the thing. And can he do it without getting caught with anything big? We'll have to see.
I gave round 2 to Adamas.
Same.
Oh snap! David Morrell's in the building.
Adamas is definitely not unbeatable though. So. Yeah. Oh! Oh!
Scare me. Let me get it.
I won't say nothing. What happened? I'll let you see it.
All right. Ryan Haney says that was a competitive round.
Adamas shaking his head no. Oh!
Just tell me, is Williams doing good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Speaking, Morrell being in the building, do you think him and Canelo is going to happen? I'm not
Uh,
Canelo, but Benavidez.
Benavidez came out and said nothing's been official, so still unsure about that officially.
J-Rock
That's a
threw
dangerous
some
fight for
bombs.
Benavidez, in my opinion.
Yeah, facts. Nice shots by J-Rock from what I'm seeing. And tell me, so this is for the interim title, right?
Man, Williams is such a good boxer, man.
Yes.
It's just when he gets caught, dude, it's like...
Yeah. Like he went down from a jab from Charlo. And
Oh.
Charlo finished him, after the uppercut. Man, that was bad. But I see what you see. A diamond slip, took a couple steps back.
Williams definitely won that round.
Yeah, he's doing good from what I see. Yeah. He hit him in the clinch.
Yeah, he slipped up a little bit towards the end there, but he definitely won that round.
Right. Oh, he's showing that skill that he showed against Hurd.
That's what I was thinking. Not saying, but that's what
I would say he was taking it to Hurd more, but still he definitely has to, be cautious of this guy's power. So, but I like what he's doing. He's using his footwork, clinching. So, credit to Breadman. Breadman gave some good points. From the video that YSM did with him. The interview, the little interview.
Yeah.
And Breadman was just like, nobody's really ducking Adames because people was trying to act like Adames is this feared fighter, but he was like, who's really ducking him? Jamal has been inactive for 2 years, so there's nobody that's really ducking him.
And Triple G just relinquished the belts, dude.
So that's my question: who's really ducking Adames if he's this feared fighter?
Nobody.
All right,
he just doesn't have a lot of opportunity.
So Breadman made some good points in that interview. Yeah. So everybody need to check that interview out on YSM Sports Media. Check out that interview that he did with Breadman.
Oh. Let's see. Williams has got a nice guard. Let
me see. Let me get his comment. Ryan Hanley says, "Wow, this is a better fight than I was expecting." Facts, I was honestly.
I thought it was gonna be extremely one-sided, but nah, man.
Bro, y'all see what I got on, man? I was dressed for a funeral tonight. Man, I got my dress, I got my button-up shirt on, got my cross chain on, man. I was expecting the funeral.
But this has been competitive throughout, so.
Yeah. Adames threw a lot of punches at that end of the round, but nothing was effective.
Come on, Williams. Don't stand there.
Ooh. Williams got caught with a clean shot from what I seen early in round 4. But he definitely boxing smart. What? He's doing good with his offense and his footwork.
Williams got hurt. Williams got hurt.
Oh no.
But Williams still up. Williams is still up. But
Uh,
it looks like Adamas punched himself out though.
Yo, if he punches himself out, Williams can definitely capitalize on that.
Dang, Williams. Williams, you were doing so good. Williams needs to do a better job of holding or clinching. I'm not a big fan of clinching, but when you're hurt, you got to do what you got to do.
Facts.
I would say if you're clinching just to get just to do it and you're not hurt, I don't think it's all right. But if you're hurt, I think it's fine.
Right. I wouldn't say take a knee because that's considered a knockdown.
I would say if you're desperate, you should take a knee.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he was getting caught with a lot of shots. Yeah, caught with a lot of shots, but clinching. But he didn't seem like he was trying to clinch hard. Wow. Wow. That was a bad round for J Rock, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what shot was the one that started that.
Yeah, that's bad, man. Ooh.
Oh.
He's still in the fight though.
Yeah. Williams landed a nice right hand.
Got the crowd on their feet. I just got a text. He gonna be out soon. I'm gonna run through these comments, man. All right. Ryan Hanley, he's in trouble now. Fats, man. Ruben Lopez in the building, man. Salute to my guy, Ruben Lopez. What's up, guys? What's up with you, man? Glad to have you tune in, man. Ruben Lopez says switched over from the Belanga fight. Yeah, what's happening in that fight, man? Me and Chris, we watched the Kalinaki fight, man. We seen, Kalinaki got his 4th straight loss, man. So I feel so bad for Kalinaki, man. He just has no defense.
Yeah, Kalinaki got tired out in like 4 rounds. That was unfortunate to see. It's just like he never recovered his stamina, man. If he had better stamina, I don't think he would have lost this. I don't think he would have lost the fight before.
He looked a little thinner, in my opinion, and he still was doing good offensively. But man, that was a bad round. Hey, Lupin, that was a bad round for J Rock, man.
Yeah, this 5th round's competitive.
Yeah. So round 4 for J Rock was bad, Lupin. So let me run through these comments. He says Berlanga wearing him down. Okay. Ryan Hanley says he needs to retire 100%. Yeah, Fats.
Dude, Adamas is, even if he beats Williams, Adamas is getting hit with clean right hands, man.
Hey, Williams, like I said, man, Williams is skilled, man. We know what he can do. He's skilled. At the end of the day, he's a former champion, despite his loss and his first title defense he lost, but he's still beating the man, who had the belt. So, and he's still here in the fight. So credit to him.
A lot of people would have given up, and Williams hasn't. So,
Facts. Hey, at least he didn't go flying out the ring yet.
Oh man, Adamas being a little dirty.
Yeah, he better keep it clean.
I think Williams may have won that round, to be honest.
All right. And so we halfway through then, Like I said, if he can keep up that pace and just don't get caught with a lot of punches like he did in the last round. Round 4. Yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to my guy, Robert Chance, for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I like what J-Rock doing in round 5. Instead, the crowd's on their feet.
Man, this is a fun fight, man.
Yeah, a lot better than from that barn fight last weekend with Progress. I was high on Progress, but that was just an off night for him. But Jarrell just had skill. I mean, he was just constantly moving.
Kind of like Laro against Canelo, just moving back and not doing anything.
Facts. And the crowd was booing him. Ryan was tuned in with me. Ryan said the crowd was booing constantly. Yeah, I see what you said, but he hit him.
Oh.
My guy, Lavelle Jackson, tuned in with us, man. Who shout out to Lavelle Jackson? What up? J-Rock has a lot of heart, win or lose. Facts, man. He's doing one hell of a job, man.
Man, if Williams had more power, dude, he would have won over this fight already, man. Because he's landing clean right hands on Adames.
Facts. Yeah, I said, man, he's skilled. He's a skilled fighter, man. He's very skilled. Just didn't have the chin. Yeah, man. If you're not subscribed to my guy Lavelle Jackson channel, last one's at the bar, man. Definitely, get over there and subscribe to that channel, man. Definitely an awesome podcast, man. And who shout out, everybody, that and watching, my Haney, my Loma fight, that live coverage hit up, 5,000 views, man. So I really appreciate everybody, that checked the video out.
Williams might have been lightly stunned by something earlier.
All right.
He hasn't thrown anything.
All right.
Well, nice body shot from Williams.
My phone's blowing up.
Nice body shot from Williams again.
All right. After this fight's over, man, we gotta chop up and talk about this Canelo thing, man.
Oh yeah.
And of course, we got Charles Martin and Anderson, Big Baby Anderson, on that Saturday.
Seems like Adames threw like 12 body shots already, and Williams is not doing a whole lot. I think Adames threw like 12 body shots and no returns from Williams. But that was a competitive round.
What the shots landing?
They were landing, they were being smothered a little bit, but they were definitely landing.
Gotcha. Let me get my. I want to send this link to this guy real quick. Some people want to tune in. Mr. Gwilton said he's still watching the Berlanga fight, so he said he's gonna tune in shortly. You think fatigue starting to set in for both guys?
Maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, how is he gonna give all 3 of those rounds for Adames, dude? At least one of those is for Williams.
Who gave it? Or the unofficial scorecards?
The unofficial, yeah. It says it's 4 rounds to 2, but I think it's like 3 rounds to 3.
Yeah, sometimes we don't agree with these, these unofficial scorecards, man. They see what they see, we see what we see.
That's close, but it's like I think I would have given at least one more round to Williams.
Yeah, I see what you see. All those body shots, but Williams ate him though.
Man, Williams is taking some big shots here.
Oh no. He definitely ate those shots, but like I said, man, he can't trade with Adamas. I mean, he's not hurt from what I've seen, but he can't stay in the pocket with Adamas like that. I like what he was doing earlier, using the footwork and being offensive. So everybody tuned in, man. What y'all think about the fight? Like, who do y'all got winning so far?
Damn, Adamas is throwing punches and bunches, man.
He trying to go on for that kill mode. I just got a text. J-Rock still in there. I'm shocked. Like I said, everybody tuned in that wasn't tuned in earlier and said I thought it was gonna be a funeral. And y'all see I'm dressed up, got my cross on, man. I was expecting it to be a funeral today.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Come on, J-Rock.
Ryan Haney says William looks like he's wearing down. Yeah, we halfway through. So like I said, if he could keep that pace up, man, and just not get clipped. Yeah, I see it. He got it up by 2 points. Steve Hurd.
Adamas won that round for sure.
I think
at least this shows that J-Rock can still compete at the highest level, because this is technically I think I'd like to say this highest level, but this is the second highest level you can compete at this weight class. So
facts. Especially that he's in there with a power puncher. Like I said, the fight against Rosario, it was just so many stories that I heard about him being seriously weight drained. And like I said, I met J-Rock 2 to 3 times in person, man. I was like, he's a big guy and he's a small guy, man. It's kind of weird, man. It's like when I seen him after he beat Hurd, he looked small. But when I seen him at Tank's fight earlier this year, in DC, he looked big.
So, I still think he's a little bit big. I would say J-Rock's fairly large for the weight class, or average.
Yeah. I would say both guys are tired. Yeah, nice shots landed by Adamas. He's doing decent body work.
J-Rock's got to put the volume up. He's got to throw more punches. He can't be just throwing 1-2, 1-2, and then just block everything.
Facts. From what I'm saying, Adamas is definitely more busy in round 7. But I agree with you. When you start getting into the later rounds, man, he don't want to. He definitely wants to stay busy, man. Let me run through these comments. Lavelle Jackson rooting for J-Rock. I don't want to see Lubin in there with Adamas. Yeah, for those who don't know, Lubin had a stoppage over Lewis Arias. So Like I said, I like Lubin, man, but like I said, that war with Fondora, man, like I said, his face looked deformed. You know, he was stopped by Charlo in the first round. I just don't see Lubin going far. That's just me, but he is a good fighter, though.
I think. Oh. How's Adamas eating these punches, dude?
So Ron Haney says Adamas is landing some nice body shots. Yeah, he was definitely busy in that round. In the show, saying the replays, going down to the body, going up top to the head. So he did good mixing it up for round 7.
Adamas can't be eating these kind of punches, man. I mean, like even though if Adamas is winning this fight, man, he's just walking right into these punches.
And he countered J Rock good there. J Rock countered him back.
J Rock may have won that round. Maybe. Okay. J Rock shook his head no.
Ooh, nice shot.
Dude,
nice,
Breadman's a good trainer, man.
Facts. Of course, man. Who shot out the Bird, man? Like I said, especially for the work he's done.
He improved Caleb Plant a lot.
Facts. That's what I was getting ready to say. Facts, man.
Even though Caleb Plant did lose to Benavidez, I feel like that Caleb Plant was better than the one that fought Canelo. And I'm gonna sound. I know I sound like a Canelo hater, but actually I'm a big fan of Canelo too. But what he did to Durrell, nobody was ever able to do that. Even though Durrell was a little bit older, it's just, Caleb Plant's not known as a big puncher, and what he did to Durrell was awful, man.
Facts. Yeah, I met Durrell, man. I got emotional after that, man.
Me too.
But hey, man, Durrell talked the trash. So you got to back it up when you talk that much trash. And it backfired on him.
Nobody expected him to just drop him like that.
Facts.
Oh. The thing is that every time Williams gets hit clean, it looks like it bothers him. And then Adamas gets hit with like 4 straight punches, dude, and he just keeps coming forward.
Yeah, speaking of Anthony Durrell, man, I meant to say earlier, rest in peace to his grandfather, Leon Bumper Lawson. That was his grandfather, recently passed. So, rest in peace, him, prayers, condolences out, to, Anthony Durrell, his loved ones, his family, Andre Durrell. So
rest in peace to his grandfather. I did see that too. Williams got hurt a little bit there, even though he landed the better punches, man. He landed the better punches, but he's the one that got hurt.
You just, just a few more rounds, man. Just the championship rounds. Now, he's shaking his head like Adamas ain't doing nothing. Speaking of Caleb Plant, man, they said he said he was gonna have a big fight, but still no announcement yet. I'm just hoping that it's injury.
Me too.
I mean, I can't see it being anybody else. I mean,
Williams is bleeding.
What, from the what? Nose or what?
Cheek.
Is it got a cut?
Yeah. Come on, Williams. No. And Adamas punched himself out, it looks like.
That's good for Williams, man. He need to capitalize on that.
What?
Don't with bad news, bro. Don't hit me with bad news, bro.
Awful. Oh my God, that's an awful stoppage. Awful. That was disgraceful by the referee.
So it's over.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Dude, he wasn't even going to go down.
I'm seeing it now. It looks like J-Rock's taking serious punishment.
Stupid ass ref, man.
I'm about to see it. I'm about to see it.
This is a high profile fight. Why would they do that?
And you pretty much in the championship rounds almost.
Man, Williams could.
Did he pull a Tony Weeks?
He pulled a Tony Weeks. That was disgusting, dude. Look, Williams could have easily came back from that if he was gonna survive the last few seconds, man.
Wow. Yeah, I always mention referees have a hard job, but at the same time, lately it's been a lot of crazy.
Breadman, talk your shit, man. Breadman, talk your shit. Man, I'm Breadman, man, I feel so bad for J-Rock and Breadman. Oh, that right hand hurt Williams. And it's funny because J-Rock landed the better punch too. But Williams was covering good though. He was covering good and he was moving around still. He was still coherent.
I'm gonna run through these comments. Let me just finish saying it.
Bro, if I was J-Rock, I would have knocked out that referee, man. Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
Man, I'm just mad because Williams did not deserve to get stopped like that, man.
So this makes it makes Williams' third time being stopped then.
That was so unfair, man.
Yeah.
Dude, freaking Williams was throwing a jab, dude, and then he just suddenly jumped in, dude. There was like a good 10 seconds where nothing was landing. Freaking Mark Nelson, dude.
Yeah, his eye is bad, but
that didn't deserve a stoppage.
Yeah, let me run through these comments, man. Ryan Hanley, wow, what was that? My guy William Bynes says this is a lively night. Glad to be sharing it with all the Indies Corner crew. Thanks for doing this, Todd. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in, rocking with us, man. I know you can't be in here every time, but man, we appreciate you, man, for sure. Lavelle Jackson, let's see if it was the towel. I said, no, was it the towel? Breadman flipping out. That's what you said, Chris. Yeah. Ryan Hanley, corner is pissed. Ruben Lopez, Berlanga is in the 12th. He's not beating no one in the upper class. Yeah, facts, man. He been saying he want the the top names. And, he got away from top rank and went with Matchroom. But yeah, I don't see Berlanga beating any of those top guys. Like every time he step up, he don't look so great. Yeah, I guess everybody's pissed, man. Here's the thing, man. Where does J-Rock go? Hey, man, I'm gonna put this up here, man. Everybody forgive me for this. I gotta see the replay and just say it one more time so I can. What you think, Chris? Like,
that was a disgusting stoppage.
so
That wasn't bad as Barroso, but and Rowley, but that was pretty bad. That was J Rock was still blocking. He was still coherent, and he was ready to throw punches back when Adames was punching himself out, and he was ready to punch back. I mean, like, yeah, it's better to stop it sooner than too soon than too late. But it wasn't, to me. It wasn't even close to too soon. I mean, not too close. It wasn't even close to being something like that. So
yeah, I just got a text. I'm fine with the stoppage.
who said that, dude?
I don't want to say any names, man. That's just the text I got.
There was no punches landed for a good 5-10 seconds, and then that was a horrible stoppage.
Let me run through these comments. Ryan Hanley, fight could have kept going. Williams wasn't winning, but he still had fight left. Okay. My guy, Wilton Henry, man. Salute. Last ones at the bar up in here, man. Salute to my guys from Last Ones at the Bar. Wilton Henry, man. Again, man, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely head over to Last Ones at the Bar. Subscribe to the channel. He said J Rock is lucky. He said
I thought that was unlucky.
He said it was early but understandable. But his that eye was bad. That eye was beating bad.
Dude, he was ready to stop it when there was nothing landing, dude. That referee is trash, dude.
Yeah.
He was not being teed off on.
Man, I feel bad for him, man.
I want to give J Rock a hug, man, dude. What?
Yeah. So that's a stoppage by Charlo, stoppage by Rosario, and now Adames. So that's 3 stoppages. Like I said, man, he went from unified champ to YouTube prelims, back on the big stage, and got another stoppage. So I know it's going to be a lot of controversy with this, but what's Lou been doing in the ring?
I'm listening to Breadman talk to the mic guy, or Jim Gray.
Let me. Ruben Lopez says Fulton versus Monster. People going to be shot. Fulton with the upset.
Nah, hey. I don't think I agree with that. Yeah. But that's. I mean, I could. Not, if you're basing it off a dude not engaging with him the entire time, then I'll have to disagree with you. But if you're doing it based on you really think Fulton has the skills, then that's fine. But if you're basing it off the Paul Williams guy just literally not doing anything, like if someone doesn't throw any punches, of course it's going to be hard to knock him out. They were saying, "Oh, that's the blueprint. Just don't fight." That's
Hey,
that was a shameful performance by Paul Williams. But what were you gonna say, man?
You said Paul Williams.
Yeah, not Paul. Did I say Paul Williams?
Yeah.
Oh my God, who am I? Let's see. Naoya Inoue.
Yeah, my take on that, man. Inoue got crazy power. Fulton featherfished it, so that's a bad combination, man.
I meant to say Paul Butler. That was atrocious of Paul Butler against Inoue. He didn't do. He literally showed up to survive.
Yeah. I'm looking at the replay one more time. So let me just get another visualization on this. So he was getting caught.
Say that again, man.
But he and J Rock, and you can see J Rock complain. So he was still in the fight.
J Rock was 100% in the fight. That stoppage was not. Dude is not on his last run, and you're not gonna let him try to finish, man. That's messed up, man.
Oh, he could. Or I would say
he was blocking well, and there was nothing clean that last part. There was nothing clean landed.
Yeah, he could have waited to. Well, J Rock fought well the whole fight. He never went down. He never went
He,
down.
he
So
never went down, and he was blocked. Even when he was hurt, he was still moving well, and he was still blocking well. And Damas punched himself out, and that's when the guy starts jumps in to stop the fight. So I don't think that was okay. I think it was 20, 30 seconds left in the round. So you could have let at least him get to finish the round and let him take that 1 minute break in between rounds and let him come back the next round. So
facts.
I'm upset with that stoppage, like 100% upset with that stoppage. There's been so much worse stoppages. I mean, not so much worse. I've seen people come back to from worse. So it's like you gotta give the guy a chance to get, uh, get his get his momentum back.
Yeah. Hey, I'll say this about Tony Weeks though. Tony Weeks didn't stop Marcus Brown and Battle Jack when the man had a hole in his head. His Tony Weeks' whole shirt was soaked in blood, but he stopped. Barroza when he was fighting Rody. So that was horrible, and I didn't understand that by
Yeah,
Tony Weeks.
Rolly
But
lost almost every round in that fight, dude. Bro,
man, hey,
and then he landed no punches, and then Tony Weeks suddenly just stopped it. Stopped it.
yeah, let me run through these
Uh,
comments, man.
yeah, I'm very
Uh,
upset about that stoppage.
Man, Breadman is like he's having a field day in there talking to Jim Nance.
If Fulton wins, it's gonna be because of his reach and size. I don't think he'll win the inside game. Actually, I don't even think he'll even win the mid range game either. I would only think he would win by boxing from the outside.
Fulton's good at fighting fighters at their game, but like I said, man, Newey's power is
No,
different, man.
I didn't even think Fulton beat Figueroa. I thought he lost that fight.
That's one fight where I said that he was very uncomfortable in that fight. He
And
was he
I
was
think
uncomfortable.
Inoue is way better than Figueroa by in every category. So
And,
I think people are basing it off Paul Butler not engaging with him and losing every single round. Paul Butler didn't win a single round against Inoue, and people are saying, "Oh, that he can easily get outboxed." Yeah,
hey,
but
bro.
if you throw a punch, you're gonna be open to get hit. And Paul Butler literally just covered up and didn't throw.
Yeah, but to follow up what you were saying about Figueroa, man, I've mentioned before Figueroa is not a fighter that I would fight, man. That guy just keeps coming nonstop. Like
Keeps coming and throwing a bunch of punches.
that's yeah, I don't know how I felt about that fight, man. I felt it. I was happy. Don't get me wrong. I was happy Fulton wrong. I met Fulton in person, and I'm riding with Fulton all the way. But I just felt that he was so uncomfortable in that fight, man.
Bro, Fulton almost went down like 3 times in that fight too.
Yep. So let me run through these comments. Ruben Lopez, is going to. I don't know what he's saying. It's going to VC. Welton Henry says Ruben wants Adamas. When you rewatch, you'll see J Rock was getting hammered. Like I watched it. I watched the replay. He was getting caught with some big shots,
Yeah, he
but
was,
he
but
he he protested stoppage right after it happened. So he was
he definitely was coherent. I still think he should have let him get to the final round. He still had time to. Oh, Lubin wants Adamas. Yeah, I like Lubin's chances against Adamas. To be honest with you, Adamas was getting hit with everything, dude. He was lucky that J Rock didn't have any significant power. J Rock has all right power, but nothing significant. That's why Adamas was just running into shots the whole night. And I think Lubin would have enough to bother Adamas, to be honest.
yeah,
I hope they make Lubin versus Adamas. I'll definitely tune in to watch that.
fats. Yeah, I would too. Like I said, Lubin's a good fighter, man, but I'm going for Adamas in that fight.
If oh, is Lubin up to 160 now?
I thought he was 154.
I no, I think if Lubin wants Adamas, then that means he's at 160.
Yeah, I don't think he. What you see what Fundor did to him? What you think Adamas gonna do? But Fundora was a tall fighter, tricky fighter. But I'm hearing that Fundora and Brian Mendoza may be
Gonna
having a
fight again.
rematch. They're gonna run it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, as long as Fundora doesn't throw anything dumb like that uppercut from way far back, he'll win the fight. He was winning every second of every round until he got caught with that big shot.
Mm.
He's got to use his reach, man.
Facts, man. That was a big shot, man. The shot was bad, and the way
It
he
was
fell was
bound. It
bad.
was bound to catch up with him fighting like he's a short fighter, man.
Facts.
Dude, he's been gifted to make weight at such a low weight, at such a high, at such a great height, man. I mean, you got to
Facts.
use the inside when you need it, but it's like if you can keep it outside and hammer them with punches, bro, from the outside without them touching you, that's the way to do it, man.
Facts. So we got Wilson's tuned in. He's saying he agrees with the stoppage, and I got people texting me saying they agree with the stoppage. So some people agree with it, some people don't. So it's mixed. It's mixed reactions from this. Like I said, J Rock, he complained, so he was still in the fight, and like you said, now it was getting to the later rounds. So this was an opportunity for him, to come
Yeah,
back,
that's
make a statement. So
that was the thing is that he was. Oh, sorry.
no, the ref. I would say the ref did take that moment from him, but he was getting caught. But I would still say the ref took that moment from him.
So you're leaning towards it was a bad stoppage. Nah,
It's
bro.
it's it's
Bro.
it's mixed for me too, man. Like I said, like all right, I'll say let's take Tank and Nunes. Tank Nunes never went down, and he got caught big, and he complained. But to me, that was a bad stop. But that was in the second round. He never went down. So that's to me, that's a bad one.
And yeah, I guess I've seen worse, but I would say I 100% disagree with that stoppage, especially when he still was coherent and he still was moving around, and he was still throwing back. Like, why did he stop it when he threw a punch back? Like I don't know. It's just the only thing. If he had some type of power, he would have had Adamas in trouble because Adamas was getting hit with clean punches, man.
Facts. Let me run through these comments.
I thought honestly going into this fight, I thought, oh, hey, Mr. Joseph, good to have you on here. But I don't. I guess a power puncher. I think Adamas is gonna lose.
Yeah. Man, I thought we was gonna have an early funeral, man.
That's what I thought too. I thought we were
gonna have an early funeral,
bro,
man.
I was ready to get the casket ready and everything, bro.
Facts, man. Got my shirt on, got my chain on,
and
preaching today, man. Preaching the night at the funeral, man.
And Williams made it a competitive fight more than I thought it was. I thought he was gonna gas out early, get knocked out early, but he really showed he was hungry to win again. I follow J Rock on like a bunch of social media platforms. I'm happy to hear and listen to what he has to say.
Yeah. So where do you think he goes from here, man?
He either tries to have another comeback fight, ASAP, or he can call it quits, or he can still try to come back. I think he's still got enough in the tank to still fight with some of the better competition.
Fair enough.
So to me, he did well enough where he deserves to still keep fighting.
Yeah. Lavelle Jackson Fortin is a big super bantamweight. Inoue will be a small one.
That's true.
So I've met Fortin in person. Fortin is small to me, but G5 said that that Fortin is big.
Well, Fulton cuts a lot of weight to make 122.
Okay.
I believe he walks around in the 140s. But I do believe Inoue will be chasing him around. But if Fulton doesn't punch while he's moving around, he's gonna lose the fight. just based off of inactivity.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna be able to watch that fight, man. You said that fight's gonna be on like a Tuesday or something, first thing in the morning.
It's gonna be like on a Tuesday or a Thursday. I don't remember. I think it's like a Tuesday, like 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
I'll watch it though. I'll watch it.
I'll be at work, man. Yeah. And I said next Saturday, of course, we got Charles Martin versus Jared Anderson. His opponent had a visa issue, so Charles Martin, he got the assignment. I think it's a good fight. Charles Martin's tall, got power, so it's good to see how Anderson's gonna, handle a guy like that. So Anderson, he's got the youth, he's got the speed, but it's a good fight, man. I can't wait to see it. Let me run through these comments.
Me too. I can't wait to see it.
Well, it says now J-Rock can come back and fight another day.
But they stole his glory against the top guy at 160, bro. I can't get over that, man. But fair enough. At least he does get to fight another day, and he's still healthy, and he gets to go back to his family and stuff.
Yeah. But I hope he got a good payday, man.
I hope so too. Yeah. And where I wanted to say, I know this is a bit exaggerated, but the same people saying that was a good stoppage are the same people who said Barroso versus Rolly was a good stoppage. I know that's not the case, but I'm really salty right now.
Wayne Byron says Breadman was frustrated.
I'm with Breadman.
Hey, can anybody tell me what he said? Do you know what he said, Chris?
Oh, Breadman?
Yeah, what he was saying.
Said, he kept repeating that ref is a piece of shit. He kept repeating that. He said that like 5 times, dude.
Yeah, he was sweating bullets too, man.
And then he said, man, he's like, he was still coherent. He was still in the fight. He still was competitive. Why did they do that to him? It's the typical A-side BS, is what he said.
Gotcha. All right. Ruben Lopez says, how you pronounce this guy's name? Because I don't want to say the name. Nonera, who was well past his prime, gave him trouble that first fight. Don't see how you'll give Fulton no chance.
Okay, I will say this. He broke his eye in the second round and couldn't see for the entire rest of the fight. If that didn't happen, he would have knocked him out in like 6 rounds. So that's why he had a hard time, is because he couldn't see. When you only have one eye, dude, like he literally got his orbital broken, orbital bone broken, and then he fought Donaire again, knocked him out in the second round. It would have been like that 100% the first go around, and then the fight. Then when he knocked out, what's his name? That Puerto Rican guy, the one that beat one of the Gary Russell, Gary Antoine Russell, or Gary Antonio Russell. I can't remember his name. But what's his name?
You say he fought?
Emmanuel Rodriguez. What Emmanuel Rodriguez? Beat Gary Antonio Russell very easily, and he got knocked out in 2 rounds by Naoya Inoue.
Gotcha.
And so that aged really well, and then and yeah, he did struggle a bit against he won most of the rounds against Nonito Donaire anyways in that fight, and he was robbed of an 11th round stoppage. But I will say, if his eye didn't break, he definitely would have won that fight so much easier. And then he proved it in the rematch. Knocked him out in the second round. So I'm not gonna say I don't give Fulton a chance, but I'm gonna say Naoya is the big favorite for a reason, I would say. And I think people are basing it off of mostly basing it off Paul Butler doing nothing.
I
mean, I could run away from any boxer. If I'm not going to throw punches, I could easily just run away from him.
Right.
So,
I'll be seeing Fulton, next month. He should be at the Boots fight. I'm supposed to get my tickets tomorrow.
He might not be, man. Because his fight's on July 25th.
So you think you think he might be like overseas training? I don't think he's going to fly over there that early. I mean, I don't know.
I'd say they at least go 2 weeks early, I believe.
Okay. Like I said, so I've seen Fulton. I've seen Fulton twice in person. And I say the first time I seen him, he was pretty small, but the second time, he looked like he had some weight on him. But I'm going for Inouye, man. That's just me, man. I wanna ride with Fulton, but I'm going for Inouye, man.
I love Inoue. He's on my top 3 favorite fighters ever.
Right.
So I would say, and I'm a huge fan of Inoue. He's my third favorite fighter of all time right now. At least in active boxing is my third favorite fighter. Maybe actually I would say second. At this point, I would say second favorite fighter.
For me, my top three is definitely Jamel, and now he's got to fight Tim Tszyu by September or October. He has to, because I'm hearing if he doesn't, then the belts is going to be taken from him. So he has to fight Tim Tszyu, and you got Sean Porter saying that this is an even more dangerous fight for him now, and that it's leaning towards Tim Tszyu to win. But I still feel Jamel is too much for him.
I feel like Charlo's gonna lose every second of every round until he catches him.
Okay.
I think that's the most likely. That's gonna be the odds. That's probably. I think Charlo's gonna probably be down on the cards, and then catch him with a hook coming in or something.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, okay, he did stop, Tony Harrison bad, but we seen Tony Harrison stop multiple times. He stopped Ocampo in the first round. We already seen Spence do that. So he's not doing nothing new.
Don't forget that he easily outboxed Charlo the first fight, man. Don't forget about that. I'm just kidding. Harrison, no, I actually thought Charlo won that fight, but he did lose by decision. You can argue that he lost that fight, I guess, and then he was getting completely outboxed the second fight because, and then again, Tony Harrison was losing most of the rounds against Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, true, but I'm just looking at it like what Tim Tszyu did to his last two opponents. We already seen it done before.
Fair enough.
That's just me. Ruben Lopez says it's boxing. You win how you win.
If you're talking about you can't win not throwing punches, I would say. Inoue is better, but Figueroa is huge. That's actually I did think about that as I was saying that. Like Figueroa is huge, and so that's probably one of the reasons why he had such a he had a lot of success against Stephen Fulton.
Yeah,
and
man.
and I checked social media. I checked BoxRec on the scoring, and most people have Figueroa winning that fight. Like if you see all like outside stuff, most people have Figueroa winning, either a draw or it was Figueroa winning.
Yeah, that was like I said, man. That was just one fight that to me Fulton was uncomfortable in, man.
He fought the wrong game. Like he thought he would be able to try to outfight Figueroa in the inside, but like he did Angelo Leo. But I thought he could have probably done better boxing from the outside.
Yeah. Ryan Haney says, "Respect the Birdman for speaking his mind like that." I gotta go back and watch that, man.
Dude, I love Birdman for that, man.
Yeah. Birdman's one hell of a trainer, man.
Yeah, he takes care of his fighters, man. He knows when it's time to stop. And that's why Birdman's the type of trainer to stop the fight. So it's like I've seen it when I've seen him like, hey, I'm not gonna let you take punches like that and stuff. He never had that talk with J-Rock, so that's why I knew everything was good because Birdman will be the first to say, all right, I don't think you should be taking punches like that.
Facts. So man, we got a lot of stoppages today, man. J-Rock was stopped. Kalinacki was stopped.
You gotta remind me of that one.
Lubin, what he said? Lubin stopped.
Luis Arias. Yep. That was actually a bad stop. That was kind of a bad stoppage too, actually. Kinda. J-Rock's was way worse, but Arias got up like 9.8 seconds, and then the referee stopped it. And he was complaining about a back of the head, but it wasn't back of the head. It was on the side of the head.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Any more comments? Oh,
Yeah, Ruben Lopez says the odd drop they moving towards Fulton.
are you serious? I'm gonna check that right now. Let's see. Fulton versus Inoue odds. If not, I'm putting some money on. It says on DraftKings, Naoya is almost he's at minus 275. He's actually quite a big favorite, and they're giving roughly they're giving him Inoue a 70% chance to win and Fulton a 30% chance to win.
Like I said, man, the power is just so different.
I see. You meant okay, so it's coming closer together. Okay, so Inoue is still the favorite, but it's there. As the fight gets closer, a lot of people are thinking Fulton has a chance. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. He says FanDuel has it 2.5
Point.
to 1. All right.
Okay, that's actually kind of close. That's closer than I thought it would be.
All right. And he says, I jump on it 4 to 1. Yeah. Like I said, man. So, like I said, hopefully, I'll be getting my tickets, for Boots, because it's Sunday now. So, hopefully, I'll be getting my tickets for the fight today. And I said the tickets aren't bad. They're from 50 to 300. So,
300, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not bad price seats at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. So this would be my third time seeing Boots fight live, and I what Virgil Ortiz and Stan on is fighting on the same day. I feel that fight will get more attention. It's in a bigger state, a bigger city. I think more odds is going to be on that fight. But I definitely would love to see the winner between if Virgil gets past Stan Onis, I would love to see him in Boots. To me, that's a pay-per-view fight.
Oh, how you feel about Canelo signing that 3-fight PBC deal?
Man, I think it's a good move. It's a good move. But if Charlo is the opponent, it looks like they're trying to cash Charlo out, man.
They're 100% cashing Charlo out. Charlo's gonna ride off in the sunset with his 10 million guarantee or whatever the heck it is. I mean, Charlo, they shouldn't have let Charlo hold on to the title for all those 2 years. If he's gonna just cash out like that, and he just held up the division like that, bro, that's just messed up, dude. That's honestly kind of atrocious, actually. So I think they're wrong for doing that. For him holding on to the title for as long as he did, unless he plans to go back down to 160 after losing to Canelo, because I thought Canelo easily beats him even if he was active. So,
but Canelo didn't look so great against John Ryder.
But most people don't look good against John Ryder. In fact, actually, a lot of people lose to John Ryder or should have lost to John Ryder. But to be fair, styles make fights, and I thought that style fit perfectly for Canelo. I thought Canelo was going to get him out of there in like 3-4 rounds, but Ryder gave the top of the best a hard time. So, and Canelo easily beat him. Even though he didn't look good, he still easily beat him. Easier than everybody else did. Anyways, and then plus he was the third best super middleweight at the time or second. So I still give Canelo credit for that, but he still didn't look like his usual self. And even with that, I still think he bodies Charlo. Because Charlo's coming off that Montiel, and he almost got stopped. I don't think he's good. I don't say he almost got stopped, but he got hurt really bad a couple times in that fight against Montiel, and then Montiel's not even a good fighter, man. And I mean I don't want to bash Jamal Charlo, but I thought his win over Derevyanchenko was better than however he looked the best against Derevyanchenko compared to everybody else. And so
yeah.
But 2 years not fighting and then fighting Canelo, I think that's a recipe for disaster for him.
Yeah, like I said, man, he's gonna definitely cash out. But to the one fight I think that gave him trouble was Matt Carbov. Like he gave Charlo a fight.
So that Matt Krobov that shaky performance, and that shaky performance against Juan Macias Montiel. I mean, everybody has a shaky performance, but I just think Jamal hasn't he's only fought two notable names in his entire career, which was J Rock and Derevyanchenko, which he looked better than everybody else who fought Derevyanchenko. But besides that, everything else is like average or shaky, and and uh, and and I feel like they never really planned on actually doing anything with him, really. And now they just see this opportunity to cash out, and so he was going to easily get beaten whether he was active or not. But now he's going to be beaten even easier than before. I would be shocked if he makes it competitive with Canelo.
We see. I think the ring rust is gonna play a huge factor. Like I said, man, he's gonna get a
But
crazy payday from this.
I mean, he's coming off mental health issues. He's coming off 2 years not fighting. He's coming off arguably with his worst performance to date. He's coming off. He's coming off. He's literally coming off every bad thing you could think of.
Yeah, true.
And so that's. But he signed he signed a 3-fight deal with PBC. So who knows what that's gonna be? I'm hoping it's Charlo then Benavidez and then Benavidez rematch. But I'm guessing it's probably gonna be Charlo, Andrade, and Benavidez.
Yeah, definitely all good options. But like I was saying, I'm just trying to see who K the Plant's gonna fight next. I'm thinking it was gonna be Andre,
Andrade,
but we'll
he said it's a big fight, so it's got to be Andrade. And well, Canelo said it out of his own mouth. Andrade's never gonna get the fight.
yeah,
He did say that
yeah.
when he was like, "Payday, payday, you want payday." I know.
Yeah, so we'll see how this whole situation plays out, man. Ryan Haney says Plant beats Andre. Yeah, I
I
know you
agree.
agree with that. Yeah, I'm
I
going.
I 1000% agree with that.
Yeah, I would say so too, but I would want Andre to win.
Plant's smooth with it, man. Andrade's not. Andrade throws wild punches, dude, and just hugs.
Yeah, and sometimes I can't remember which fight it was, man. It was one fight, man. He looked real uncomfortable, man. It's like,
Andrade looked bad against Williams. Andrade looked bad against Vanis Marchi, whatever his name is. He looked bad against the guy Damon Nicholson. He looked bad like last like 5 fights. He's never. I think the last he looked good against Jason Quigley. He broke his jaw in the first round. Which I mean that's what you're supposed to do. He looked good against Jason Quigley. I did not expect that to end in the second round. That's the first time he capitalized. He has power early on, and then he fades in the second half. So besides the Jason Quigley fight, he never really looked that good.
yeah,
I never thought Andrade was the guy to beat Canelo, even though a lot of people thought that. I never agree with that.
yeah. Yeah, I said, man. Tevin Farmer also fought tonight. I haven't seen any word on what happened with his fight
Oh,
against Avery Spall. That was at the 2300 in Philly tonight. So he fought too, but I just did. This fight didn't really get a lot of didn't get a lot of pressure, nothing like that. So I'm gonna look that up real quick. See who won.
I'm checking. Oh, it's still on box record. It hasn't updated.
Oh, okay. So then I said also Wilder. I read that Wilder, him and his team sent Andy Ruiz a contract. So I want to see what's up with that. Andy Ruiz, he looks to be in awesome shape from the pictures I've seen, and this was a fight that should have happened earlier this year. So hopefully they can iron the things out, and man, we could get this fight for the summer. I think it's easiest fight they make for PBC. I'm definitely gonna go for Wilder in that fight.
I'm gonna be going for Wilder too. I don't like the shenanigans Andy Ruiz pulled after getting his payday.
Yeah, yeah. Both guys, got knockouts over Luis Ortiz. So I think it's a good fight, man. Of course,
No, he
you
didn't.
know,
He did not. He did not get a knockout over Luis Ortiz.
he dropped him 4 times or so.
He dropped him 4 times, dude, and he barely won the fight on the cards, dude. Like if he did, if he had one less knockdown, he would have lost the fight.
Mm. So I assume you're going for Wilder easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Wilder probably wins that easily. I don't think it goes 3-4 rounds, to be honest.
Yeah, we just have to wait to see, man. Hopefully, the contract is nice and he'll sign it and we can get this fight, man.
Oh, Edgar Berlanga won by unanimous decision. He looked okay in it. From what I saw, he looked okay.
Yeah. I'm not really high on Edgar Berlanga, man.
I'm not. If he steps up any higher, he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
But any more comments?
Well, nah, that's all the comments, man. But one more thing I wanted to add before we close it out. Montana Love versus Richardson Hitchens, man. I really want to see that fight July 15th. July 15th. Alicia Bond the undercard, man. I'm going for Hitchens, but I want Montana Love to pull it off. But I'm going for Hitchens, man, because Hitchens' performance against John Belzer, dude, man, he was like A+ with that performance, man. Like he was another level with it.
I don't really want to see two guys who can't punch, really.
Yeah, they don't really got a lot of power, but yeah, that's a fight I'm highly interested in. Ruben Lopez, he says, who is Bivol fighting?
Bivol's not really an active fighter, to be honest with you. So you could probably not fight for the rest of the year, to be honest. Not really sure. He was the Canelo fight fell through. Only fight he has left, really, other option is what's his name? Artur Beterbiev, but Artur Beterbiev is already full, and he's fighting in August. So likely we're not going to see Artur Beterbiev again until sometime in the middle of 2024, which is unfortunate. These guys barely fight, dude. They're boxers, but they barely box.
Yeah. But you said Beterbiev's fighting what? Callum Smith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, man, that Saturday is Charles Martin versus Big Baby Anderson. Definitely probably going to cover that fight as well. So I'll probably go for Jared Anderson, but I think that Charles Martin is a good test, despite, his loss, to Ortiz, AJ. I still think that Charles Martin is a good fight.
If Charles Martin, I'll be shocked if it goes past 3 rounds, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. But Anderson doesn't have the best defense, man. He has defense issues.
Oh yeah. He gets when he gets overzealous with his punches, dude. He like gets caught with everything. I would say, but I would say, just because he's trying to finish the dude off, and then it's like, and then he puts no regard into trying to move away from the punches. So I'm saying like throw your 1, 2, 3, and then jump out, and then jump back in. Don't just throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then just get caught in between.
Facts. and Martin is a big puncher.
Yeah, I will say that Martin is a big puncher. I would say it won't take too many punches to drop Charles Martin.
Yeah.
I think Anderson has too much speed and too much how do you say it? He's got a good thing going. So
yeah, but here's the thing. He can't. It's a video. It's an interview that he did, and he's saying that he's burnt out from the sport and that he wants to retire soon.
Who?
Anderson. There's an interview that I watched. I didn't watch the whole thing, but he's saying he's burnt out already and that he wants to retire soon. I'm like, dude's only 22, 23 years old. So I'm like, I don't get that, man. I gotta go back and watch that.
All right, man. They're paying him good money to fight, dude. I don't know. I feel like that's cap, dude. I mean, he's like, I don't feel like doing my working my living anymore, dude. It's just like, unless Nah, even if he was making six figures, dude, it's like that's still like not enough to retire on. So it's like after he pays his corner, after he pays tax, it's like, bro, it's like he's got too much talent to not keep going. If he really just wants to stop and get a normal job, I mean that's on him. But it's like I feel like he's got too much talent to not do boxing.
Facts.
I feel like that's kind of cap, but I mean like if he's really getting sick of it, it's like he has every right to stop or whatever. But that'd be unfortunate. His style's fun to watch.
Facts. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you. Like when I find that video, I'm gonna send it to you so you can check it out for yourself. But yeah, like I'm like, why is he saying this? Like he's getting all knockouts in his fights. You know what I mean? So he's not putting in. He's not going. You know the distance. So he's making easy work of his opponents.
I bet he's just hoping they'll give him a bigger check for him to come back. I think he's pulling the fake retirement, dude.
like something like what you know. What you think about Tio? You think Tio?
His retirement's legit. His retirement's legit, and I'll tell you what. Well, even he could come back or whatever, but he immediately gave up the title. Like when Tyson Fury said he was retired, he didn't give up the title. Teofimo Lopez actually gave up the title, and then and if you look up his information, it says retired professional boxer. When you did that with Tyson Fury, dude, it never changed, so that you knew it was cap. But every article, every news source, everything you check is it's literally official that he retired. And it says former American professional boxer on Wikipedia.
Wow.
And that's why I know it's true, because he literally gave up the title immediately.
Yeah, he's saying
I think that was a mistake, but continue.
Yeah, I mean he looked great against Josh Taylor. He's saying he wants a big paydays, but he's been saying this for a minute. He was saying that he wasn't going to take the fight against Loma unless he got like $1 million. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Loma give up some of his purse to Tio for that fight?
I don't know if that was entirely true, but I know it was the fight almost didn't happen because of his side. That they felt like they weren't getting a fair share of the money. I think he got like 2 something, and Loma got like 3 something. I don't know. They always get more money in the back end, but just from what was revealed, he got 2 point something, and I think Loma got 3 point something. I don't know, something like that. And then Teofimo deserves more than what he got against Taylor, but I think he's asking for. He said he won't come back unless he gives 100 million, dude. Nobody's gonna give him 100 million, so he's not coming back. But I think he'll come back for 5, maybe 5 to 10, somewhere around there. I think he would make a comeback.
But it's the thing. What opponent can give him that? Like I said, I see Tank,
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
Now I don't think I can see it being Tank, but I don't. Him and Tank ain't gonna fight because Tank's gonna have too many stipulations. So I can't see that fight happen. So
I think that's the only fight he can get that kind of money out of that. But it's like he's just hoping some big time promoter will just shell out the money. That's what he's hoping for. Like it don't matter who comes to watch and see it. He's just hoping somebody just pulls the money out of their ass and maybe he's hoping for Saudi money. Maybe he's hoping for Matchroom to shell out the money, because Top Rank is certainly not pulling out $100 million for him to come back. But I would say the only person that could have PBC and Matchroom would be and Saudi money would be the only way that he'd make that kind of money. But I don't think nobody's gonna pull 100 million for him. They might pull out 5 to 10 million.
Yeah,
Matchroom might pull out 5 to 10 million. Maybe PBC might pull out 5 10 million. Maybe the Australian government might pull out 10 million, dude, but like they did for Cambosos. But that's the only. Somebody pulls out money out of their ass and not gonna get their money back is the only way.
Yeah, he definitely had to fight in like Saudi Arabia or somewhere. Like
that's if he wants that money, yeah, because there's absolutely no way somebody's gonna, if they're not gonna shell out 100 million for Tyson Fury, they're not gonna shell out 100 million for Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, fact. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on with him, but I believe it's legit. Like you said, he vacated the title. So
because if he was capping, he would have held on to the title.
facts, facts. So this next comment, Ruben Lopez, he said, "That's the code for want more money."
Yep.
He says, two. I'm not sure what he's trying to say. And then my late Sunshine McCoy in the building. Who shout out to Sunshine? Appreciate you tuning in. But one more thing I wanted to get on before we close it out was, Devin Haney was fine. What, 25K or something like that? Or was it 250?
I thought it was like 25. I think.
20. Okay. Said, what you think about that, man?
I think that push was unnecessary, especially he ain't punching like that. So I don't think that push coming from him, that push wasn't necessary. I don't know why he got into his emotions like that. It's not like Lomachenko was talking shit or anything. So it's like if they were going back and forth, all right, but I think I don't think you should push an OG like that. Especially when he didn't do when he wasn't talking. If it was a youngster like him. If it was like another young buck, and they were both going at it, yeah, I wouldn't make it a big deal. But pushing an OG like that wasn't really talking shit like that, I don't think that was cool.
Yeah, fact, sure. It was distasteful.
Yeah, if it was like, let's just say, if it was like Adrian Broner and Devin Haney, if he pushed them, I get it, I get it. but Lomachenko is usually humble, doesn't say a whole lot, and so I think that was a bit uncalled for.
Yeah, and then there was a guy there that was saying he specifically said no pushing, and Haney still pushing me. The guy got mad, man.
Yeah.
So Ruben Lopez, he says Tio versus Ryan, it'll be a good draw at a payday.
Yeah, about that, Teofimo claimed that Ryan went up in his DMs and Tio deleted it immediately.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia.
And that's why Teofimo was like, he just wants a payday. I'm like, Ryan is the payday, dude. Dude, you fighting Ryan would be you getting the payday, not Ryan. You.
Yeah. And I'm saying something about Ryan, like Oscar De La Hoya is trying to like sue him or something for like breaching the contract.
It's him trying to get out of the contract too early. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, bro, don't be biting the hand that feeds you, bro. Don't be biting the hand that gets you these $1 million paydays. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, you kind of want to do your own thing, but man, De La Hoya did get him into the position to where he's at.
Facts.
So.
Yeah,
like you might disagree with him, bro, but anybody would be wanting to get paid millions of dollars to do any job, man. And there's plenty of risky jobs. Construction is just as risky as boxing, man. You can fall off the roof and that's it, bro. And they're not making millions of dollars. So it's like anybody would kill to be in your position, man. So don't blow it like that.
Facts. And I want to get into Adrian Broner, man. Adrian Broner saying he wants the top names. He's saying he got a nice payday from Don King. So, but he ain't beating no top guys at 140 though. Let me do this next comment. Sunshine, she says Devin Haney is known for that. He's also known for illegal blows, but I don't mind if you were sparring him in Vegas at the Mayweather Boxing Gym and my nephew took a knee and while he's on his knees.
Oh yeah, because she's deep into boxing, so she I guess that's some inside info.
Oh yeah. Sunshine definitely deep into the sport, man. And Chris, man, she's real close with Michael Williams Jr. So you say you're gonna go to the fight?
I might. That's like an hour from where I live, where Michael Williams Jr. is gonna fight. He actually followed me back on Insta, so it's I thought that was pretty funny. I live close to his hometown.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to go there, man, for sure. If you're an hour away,
and the tickets aren't that expensive, so I think I might hit that place up.
Cool. Like I said, I'm definitely. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on word to see if somebody else is going to be going to, the Boots fight with me. But like I said, hopefully I'll be getting my tickets today. Ruben Lopez says, thanks for another good show. Appreciate you. Catch you on the next one. We appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, we probably be back. We probably be back next weekend, for Charles Barton and Big Baby Anderson for sure. But I'm definitely trying to get back to doing some episodes too.
I appreciate that, Mr. Ruben Lopez. That was very cool of you.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, tuning in, rocking with us, being a regular. She said, Sunshine said, Devin hit him while he was on his knee. I kind of took it as a bit of, hey, this is what happens when you know what can happen in boxing. Never let your guard down. But then as Devin Haney went in, 2 more fights. I see the more illegal blows he likes to throw. He deserved that 25K fine. Okay. Like you said, man, it was distasteful, man. I didn't like it. Gabriel Ruiz in the building, who shout out to Gabriel Ruiz. He says, Ryan can't deal with Teal. What you think about that?
I actually 100% agree with that, but Ryan is still the money draw, not Teal.
Yeah.
So if that sold a bunch of pay-per-views, it's gonna be 90% because of Ryan. Even if Teal is the way better fighter, but in terms of the money, Ryan is the money man, not Teal.
Yeah.
If I ask 1,000 people who Ryan is, half of them are gonna say I know who Ryan is, and then if I ask 1,000 people who Tio is, maybe 1 or 2 people are gonna say they know who Tio is.
Yeah, Ryan has the huge IG following, like I mentioned before. He's got like 10 million followers or something like that on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. So, Wayne Brown, he says, yeah, thanks again, Ty. Always good to hear you and the team's wisdom as well as the crew in the chat. I've been passive tonight due to fatigue, so just sitting back and enjoying everybody hanging. Man, we appreciate you, man. Like I said,
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, we know, we all busy, man. We all work hard, so we just try to come here and just talk this boxing, man. Just be on here and just talk about our passion, man. Our love for the sport.
I was falling asleep before I got on here.
Yeah, we still going strong,
Yeah.
Hour and 30 minutes later, man. All right,
Yeah.
we probably close it out though. Ryan Hanley says, "I'm out, guys. Have a good one." All right, appreciate you, Ryan, man. Sunshine, she says Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yeah, definitely go see him. Nephew is off the chain. It'll be a good fight to see. But I was talking about him. He's the one that took the knee when Devin hit him.
Oh.
Okay.
So he hit him while he was down, I guess. Is that what you're saying? Devin hit him while he was down.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, Devin got cracked by Gervonta Davis. Oh, man. Yeah, in sparring. Yeah. And
yeah, so we got a lot of talent, 140, 135. Like we'll just see, how these guys mix it up, man.
Yep, I might pull up to that fight in Fayetteville, Miss Sunshine. I might actually pull up over there. It's only like an hour away. It's just the only thing is the drive back at like 12 at night. It's gonna suck.
Well, I say, man, you can just get a room.
I could. Yeah. I really want to be home. Since I'm still North Carolina, I'd rather just. I would still drive home, to be honest.
Yeah, cool. That's how when I go to the Boots fight, I'm definitely going to stay in the hotel, man, because it's about an hour drive to get to the ferry, and then once you get off the ferry, you're in Jersey, and then I got about a 40-minute ride to Atlantic City. So definitely going, stay in a hotel room for sure.
Yeah, it'll be worth it though.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, hour 35 minutes strong, 24th live coverage, legend, Chris G, man. We came on here, gave y'all something special again, man. So, Chris, you got any final words before we close it out?
I'm just happy to talk about boxing, and that was a really pretty fun night. It was some unfortunate circumstances with the stoppage, but besides that, it was a good fight while it lasted, and the other fights were pretty fun while they lasted. So, unfortunately, my guy Kovnatsky didn't get the win, but I just hope he retires with his health and he enjoys his family and stuff. He had a good run. He had a better run than most will have. So
Yeah.
he made a lot of memorable fights, and I hope he has a good retirement.
Facts, yeah, he definitely has to hang it up. 4 losses straight, and it got stopped again today. So it's definitely time for him to hang it up, man. Yeah, man. So, Chris, man, we close it out, man. Give us like for some people in here, give them your IG, man, some in case they want to follow you.
It's Chris underscore G 495 if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Chris underscore G 495. If any of you guys follow me, I'll definitely follow you guys back.
yeah. So if you know his name, y'all know where I'm at on IG. Chris is my friend on there, so you can just follow him. Just follow him through me. So yeah, y'all know where I'm at, man. TikTok, the legend 3347. IG the same name, the legend 3347. Facebook, Todd Finney. And you guys just witnessed the 24th live coverage and
And
watch
thanks,
along.
Miss Sunshine. That's a nice comment below that one.
Uh,
Awesome.
yeah. She says, I love you guys. It's always good to see you on. All right, man. We love you too, man. We appreciate you, man. Be out, bro.
All right.